Then I would scoop the rest of the leftovers out of my butt with the spoon? What? Hey, what's up guys, my name is Logan and welcome to the channel where today we are going to be reading Diary of Wimpy Kid, The Breaking Point for part 17 and reading the weirdest Diary of Wimpy Kid fanfiction stories we can find. And I know it's been a while since the last episode. I've just been trying to finish up my last couple classes for school, but we're done those. And I also ended up getting COVID from school. So if I sound weird, that's why, and I apologize, but I've just been waiting for my voice to go to like a semi-normal kind of tone as it is right now, so I could actually make this video, because The Breaking Point is a 150-page story. This is easily the longest story that we're going to be reading to date. I also want to read a different story. That one's about 100 pages, so after this story, we might go straight into that one. But I mean, you guys have waited long enough for part 17 to come out, so I don't want to waste too much time. Let's hop straight in to Diary of Wimpy Kid, The Breaking Point. And now, like some of the stories, this one actually comes with its own cover. We got Greg over here looking like he's about to fight somebody. I don't know what's going on with him, but the story is called Breaking Point, so I'm sure Greg loses his shit and goes crazy on everybody. That's why he looks so mad right here. There's also some other custom pictures that the creator made, so why don't we take a look at those and hop straight into the first page. So the second picture just looks like a cup and it's got some pills dissolving in there, so that's nice. And here's another custom picture made by the guy who made this story. And yeah, we got some pretty weird photos. First off, right off the bat, I just want to note, why the hell is Manny's neck this long? He's like he's not even a giraffe. A giraffe's neck isn't. Well, why is it so bendy? That's my question. It looks like some bendy wire or something. This guy's got a silly string neck. We also got Fregley over here, butt naked, of course. And then we got Rowley over here drooling. So it looks like Frank, Susan, and Rodrick look normal though. Monday. So, something really weird happened today. Rowley came up to me and said he was constipated, and he was proud of himself. He said some stupid stuff before, but I really thought he crossed the line this time. But that's not all. He then said, "My mom says it makes me stronger." After school, Rowley called me and said that I should go to his house because he has this really cool thing that he wants to show me. At first, I was going to say no because I was still a little freaked out about what he said to me today. Another thing, I was really curious about what this really cool thing was, so I decided to go over. After getting into Rowley's house, I couldn't find his mom or dad, which is kinda strange, so I just went to Rowley's room. When I got there, I asked him where his parents were, but he just ignored me and told me to wait in his room. A few minutes after he left, I kept smelling something really funky. So I started to search around his room and found his cat laying dead in the corner of his closet. After what felt like hours of waiting, I was just going to leave when Rowley came into his room with this powdery stuff in bags. Tuesday, I woke up on the floor. All that powder was on the floor too, and Rowley was gone. I would write down what went down last night, but I don't remember anything. I just remembered it was a school night, but I guess it doesn't matter. So I just walked home. After I got home, I just sat down and started to play video games. Dad came in and asked me why I wasn't in school. So I told him about what happened yesterday. Me going to Rowley's house, his parents not being there, his dead cat, and the cool stuff that me and Rowley played with. Let me just say, he didn't take it too well. He said that I'm off the hook for now, but he doesn't want me hanging out with Rowley ever again. Wednesday, Rowley asked me to come over to his house again. I remember what Dad said about those drug things, so I told him no. He started to look really angry. I never seen Rowley get this mad before. He then grabbed me and said, "How about now?" Then he kissed me. What? I might have had some good reflexes because all I did was punch him in the face and told him to back off. Okay, so my guess is Rowley was on whatever type of drug he got and trying to get Greg on it again. So far, Rowley is a drug addict. So, what is the story so far? June. After the whole Rowley thing, I've been a mess. Let me explain. A few weeks after me and Rowley's fight, he's been photoshopping pictures of me into doing crazy things. I swear I'll kill that. Pretty sure that says fucker. My mom came into my room and said that she was mad at me staying inside my room since summer started, and how she wants me to go to summer camp again. But I told her that I can't because I have to catch up with Rowley's posts so I can tell everyone in the comments that I'm not what they think I am. Then she said that if I don't go, she'll put me up for adoption again. What? What is going on? I'm not going to that place again, so I said okay. Wait, hold up. So Greg's mom casually just puts Greg up for adoption regularly? Okay, what? What? So after mom left my room, I started to take out my old bag and took some of the old stuff that was in it out of it. Next, after that, I put some useful stuff in it like flashlights, drummies, clothes, that kind of stuff. Since I was done with packing my bags, I just sat back and relaxed until Rodrick came into my room. He told me that mom told him that he was coming with me because mom wants me and him to spend quality time with each other and maybe get to know each other a little bit more. She's acting like we've never met before. After so many years living with Rodrick, I've even known some stuff that I never wanted to know. Then I would scoop the rest of the leftovers out of my butt with a spoon? Okay. Anyway, I think it'll just be weird and annoying seeing each other 24/7. Monday. This morning while I was eating breakfast, I asked Rodrick if mom told him what camp we were going to. He said we were going to a place called Camp Unlucky Clover, and that he was going to bring a jar with him. I asked him why, and he said he was gonna try to catch a leprechaun. When me and Rodrick were getting into the car, something hit my mind. I asked mom why Manny wasn't coming too, and she said that she saw him dragging a garbage bag into his room, so he might have been busy. That gave me chills down my spine. After mom dropped me and Rodrick at Camp Unlucky Clover, I got separated from Rodrick because there was so many kids there. I guess Rodrick can do his own thing. This place was giving me a really unnerving feeling because all the kids were crying and one kid said something really weird to me. Leave while you still can. I started to ask the kid on what he was talking about, but I was interrupted by a loud car horn. I turned around and I can't believe what I saw. It was Rodrick driving in his van. I asked him how he got it, and he said that before we left he called his pal to come over and bring it for him so mom wouldn't have to pick us up. Then he drove off to park it somewhere where the counselors wouldn't see it. It was already getting dark, so the counselors told us that we needed to go to bed because we had a big day tomorrow. So I'm gonna stop here and try to get some sleep. Tuesday. Rodrick woke me up this morning. He told me to get up because apparently the counselors had something important to discuss with all of us. So I got up and went with Rodrick. When we got to the crowd, we somehow gotten split up again. But I guess that's fine. After all the kids got there, the counselor said it's time to start our day of child labor. I couldn't believe my ears. Did mom sign me and Rodrick up for a child labor camp? This can't be happening. After that announcement, we went straight to work. The first thing the counselors made us do were carry these really heavy bags, and they smelled terrible. Who knows what could have been in them. After that, we had to transport the same stuff that Rowley showed me to these trucks. I hope they die playing with them. Soon after that long day of work, we had to go to bed. At least we had beds. Later that night, I was jolted awake. I didn't know what kind of dream I had, but I did know that it was a nightmare. I hope I get out of this place soon. Wednesday. Today we did the same things we did yesterday. It was really boring. But one thing that caught my attention was that some kids went on the bus and left. I was really confused, so I asked some of the kids who were next to me what was going on. So one of them told me if the kids here didn't work as hard enough, the counselors will send them to the slaughterhouses. I asked them if there was some way we could escape and get out of here. And he said that the only way out is running through the woods until we find civilization, but that's highly unlikely. But one other kid started speaking up and he said that there is another way out, and it's ending our lives. I wasn't fond of that idea, so I just walked away. I'm just surprised that I haven't died yet. At lunch today, if you can even call it lunch, the cafeteria people served us kids this weird looking slop. I didn't even know what it was. I even heard one kid died from it. Maybe the counselors are trying to kill us. July, Tuesday. It's been a few days since I last wrote in this. I was hoping the counselors wouldn't catch me writing in this because they'll probably would have taken it away. I feel like I'm not gonna get out of here soon. 11 p.m. I woke up last night because I heard someone walking through the cabin. I did see their silhouette, but I couldn't tell who it was. When I laid my head back down, I heard something crunch under my pillow. I plucked it out and it said this: "Hey loser, meet me behind the cabin at 11:03. Rodrick." Yep, that was Rodrick's grammar alright. I didn't have time to stand around for 3 minutes, so I just got up and went around the cabin, and I saw Rodrick in his van. I completely forgot about it until now. Same with Rodrick. Come on, we're leaving. Once Rodrick and I got in and started the engine, I asked him why he didn't do this in the first place. So he said that when he was finding a place to put his car, he accidentally drove over a kid and it somehow messed up his car. So basically we were stranded until he fixed it, and he did. Then we started driving blindlessly through the woods because it was dark and we couldn't find a dirt or gravel road. Everything seemed like smooth sailing until Rodrick's van hit into something that looked like a cat, and the lights off Rodrick's van broke. Apparently someone heard us because we heard someone yelling behind us. So me and Rodrick started running in the vast darkness. I couldn't see Rodrick, but I knew he was behind me because I heard him yell, "Keep running." So I did. August, Tuesday. You might be wondering what the heck happened. So basically when I was running in the middle of the woods in the dead of night, I came across a highway and Rodrick caught up to me. There was a truck coming by, so we hitched a ride home. But when I did, I checked my phone and found out that Rowley made me internet famous. And not in the good way. So I took my anger out by beating up Manny. Mom asked me what I was mad about and I told her, why not apologize? Yeah, apologizing was not an option. Lately he's been calling me retarded and people would go on my account and make fun of me. Kids at school have been catching the drift too. Today I tried talking to Holly Hills, but she said that if I touched her she would get diabetes. It's like the new cheese touch. But people have been saying that if they get near me they'll get retarded. What? So I did what any other person would do and I fought fire with fire. I decided to post a video that me and Rowley made a few years ago when we were still friends, where I made Rowley eat cat poop from a litter box. Wednesday, it worked. I had over 100,000 likes on the video and I checked Rowley's account and people were making fun of him. Today even Holly Hills called Rowley a poop eater. And some of the other kids started calling him that. But then after I got back home, something strange happened. I checked my phone and I had gotten a text message from Rowley. "Hey Greg, I want to make a deal." I was kind of curious, so I asked him what the deal was. Let me hear it first. By the way, don't make it stupid. Okay, here's the deal. You and me will make one embarrassing pictures of each other each. The Plainview parade is on Friday. If I get 1 million likes by then you have to make out with me at the parade? Holy shit, man. Rowley is... I don't even know, man. I don't know if like Rowley is just on this drug that he was doing non-stop, or like if he's just down bad. I have no idea. And if I win, if you win, I'll poop on the sidewalk in front of everybody during the parade. Okay, deal. Thursday. Once I got home today, I downloaded Photoshop and I got to work. After 4 hours, I finished this masterpiece. What the fuck is that? Da Vinci has got nothing on this work of art. It was perfect. All I had to do now was post it online. Last, all I had to do was sit back and let all the likes roll in. Boy, it did take a while though. There was times where my post was gaining on Rowley's and Rowley's was gaining on mine. But it was time. Me and Rowley's posts were both almost to 1 million. I refreshed the page on mine and my post had 1 million likes. But then I checked Rowley's post. My smile quickly faded. I lost. Friday, day of the parade. I was up all night last night. What am I gonna do? Then, out of nowhere, I got it. It might be the worst thing I've ever done, but at least it'll get me out of making out with Rowley. 2 p.m. I texted Rowley to meet me near the place where the parade ended. He showed up by putting lipstick on. Then he told me to pucker up. Right before he had gotten too close to me, I shoved him towards the road where a nearby float was coming. Rowley was crushed, Rowley's dead. Thursday. A few weeks later, everything has calmed down. I've even felt happy for once. Rowley's funeral was today and I went. Not because I was sad though, just to show off. His own parents didn't even show up. Something else was off too. How come I didn't get caught? I mean, I was the one who killed Rowley. It's been weeks and there hasn't even been a news article about it. Well, Rowley is dead, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. September, Friday. Today at school, Principal Roy said that we are going to have a school talent show on Tuesday. I thought this would be a great opportunity to show Holly Hills how cool I am. Also, something strange happened today. When I went outside to grab the mail, Fregley was there waiting for me. I asked him what he wanted and he asked me if I was going to be in the talent show. Yeah? Why? I will destroy you, Greg Heffley. Great. Now I have another weirdo on my hands. Monday. Okay, so the act I'm gonna do is sing a rap song. I even wrote it myself, but I needed music for it, so I snuck into Rodrick's room when he wasn't in there. But I didn't find any music without lyrics. But I did look in Dad's room and I found a strange CD. I plugged it into one of the speakers in Rodrick's room and it sounded like some sort of cult music. Also, that wasn't the only weird thing that happened today. Today at lunch, I saw some pretty cute girls sitting at a table. I wanted to impress them, so I started flexing. They weren't that impressed, but I saw Fregley eating off the floor, so I kicked him right where the sun don't shine. He immediately shot back up and started to snort and growl at me. It was actually kind of threatening. Then, out of nowhere, he pulled down his pants, ripped his ploopy off and threw it at me. What? What the fuck? What the hell? There's a picture? What is that? After that, kids started to pay Fregley with food to eat it. What? That's when I ran to the nearest trash can and puked up all the food about 3 weeks ago. It actually kind of scares me thinking about what Fregley's gonna do at the talent show. Tuesday. It was finally time for my musical skills at the talent show. I loaded up my equipment like a speaker, a microphone, that kind of stuff. I'm actually borrowing the stuff from Rodrick. So me and my family drove to the school that night. Most of the acts were pretty boring, but when it was almost my turn, I told everyone to wish me luck. Dad didn't say anything. When I got on stage, I saw my dad way in the back. I guess my dad just doesn't like me singing rap, but when I did sing, it sounded way better in my head. Yo, my name is Greg. Get ready to get ready to beg. But then things got a whole lot interesting. After I got off stage, Fregley bumped into me. Behind him, he had water sprinklers, so I told him not to do anything funny. When I got back to my seat, I saw Dad sitting by everyone else again. But when I sat down, I didn't say anything because I thought it would be too awkward. Then it was time for Fregley. He's walking on stage with his water sprinklers and he was grinning from ear to ear. He was silent for a second, which was kind of weird. But then, it happened. He screamed on the top of his lungs, "Let her rip," and turned on the water sprinklers. You want to know what came out of them? Wet boogers. If you don't know, Rodrick has this weird allergic reaction with wet boogers, so you probably know what happens next. I got so many questions that I don't want the answer to, so we're just gonna skim over that and not think twice about it because I don't want to think about it. Holy October, Wednesday. Today I went to Mom and Dad's room to apologize to Dad. He was probably still mad at me for singing rap at the school's talent show. But when I got into his room, he was typing something on his computer, so I stayed back to see what it was. He was typing military school for 17-year-old boys. I have to tell Rodrick. Dad was probably searching that because of what Rodrick did at the school talent show, but Rodrick couldn't help it. I heard that Rodrick started doing that when he was 4 years old. I know it sounds weird that I want to help him, but he's my brother. He even saved me from that camp that we went to a few months ago. When I got to Rodrick's room, he was laying there on his bed with his headphones on. I motioned him to take them off and he did. When I told him about Dad, he didn't even care. He put his headphones back on. So I guess I wasn't going to get through to him. So I needed to find a different way to make sure he doesn't go to military school. That's when I got it. Remember that weird CD ritual music thing I talked about? I can blackmail Dad with it. I went back to where the CD was, and it was right where I left it. All I needed to do then was find Dad and show it to him, and let the blackmail begin. Anyway, I found Dad in the kitchen, so I walked up to him and showed him the CD, and he immediately started to become nervous. He even kinda choked for a second. "Dad, we're gonna make a deal." "Greg, where did you get that CD?" He was trying to play it cool, so I tried being more serious. "I'll be the one asking the questions, mister." Okay, what's the deal?" It was working. Time for the final part of my plan. After all that, I told Rodrick, and he didn't really mind as usual. November. I haven't written this for a few weeks. It's probably because things have died down a bit since I last wrote in this. Frankly, it hasn't been bothering me for a long while, so that's good. But I came back to my journal for another reason. In the middle of the night, I heard that some cult music coming from Manny's room. Confused, I got up out of bed and snuck into Manny's room and opened the door. I almost passed out. I thought I was dreaming. I saw Manny in the room and even Fregley. There was also this red circle on the ground with candles around it. Rodrick came running into the room too with a bat because he heard screaming. He said, "Isn't that your fat friend who died?" and pointed at Rowley. I just ignored him and told Rowley to stay back or else. I couldn't say another word though because I was knocked out. Tuesday. I woke up in the morning laying in my bed, but my head had a bruise on it, so I knew that what happened last night wasn't a dream. I found a videotape that was laying on the table beside my bed. It said "play me," so I popped it into my old VCR. It was Rowley. Hello Greg Heffley. Seriously, what is this picture of Rowley from one of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies? What is up with his eyebrows right here? What is going on? Basically, he said that he started a cult with Manny and Fregley. Their goal is to make me join and become Rowley's queen. Not happening. Wednesday. Today I was remembering what Rowley said in the video, and I remember that Manny was in Rowley's cult. So the first thing I did was march to Manny's room to ask him questions. But right when I opened the door, Manny said, "Don't get in my way, bubby. Remember, I am always watching. And if you mess with Rowley, Fregley, or me, you're dead." Thursday. Today I told Rodrick about what was going on and what Manny said to me yesterday. After Rodrick heard what I said, he told me that he is going to kill him. After he was done with his drink, he smashed the bottom of it and started walking towards Manny's room. I told him not to, but he didn't listen. He hit Manny upside the head. Not a very wise move, bubby. Then, right before my eyes, Manny snapped Rodrick's arm like a toothpick. Monday. After Rodrick got his arm snapped, Mom took him to the hospital. So let's just say I had a very quiet Thanksgiving. You would never believe who I saw at school today. Well, you probably did. It was Rowley, and that's not all. He was making out with Holly Hills. I couldn't believe my eyes. Who would have thought Holly would hook up with Rowley? The only good thing is that he is not after me. He's probably trying to make me jealous. Tuesday, I had an idea. I went up to Bryce Anderson today. First, he was confused why I had come to talk to him, but when I told him what happened, he was furious. Rowley isn't even a good boyfriend. Don't tell me Bryce Anderson and Rowley had a thing. Oh my god. I wasn't completely on board about teaming up with Bryce, but if it meant getting back at Rowley, then it's a yes. We already have a plan. December, Monday. Okay, here's the plan. Bryce is having one of those parties he always throws every month as usual. The first part of the plan is I'm gonna invite Rowley to the party. Me specifically, so he doesn't know it's a trick. The next step of the plan is to make Rowley follow me into the closet, to think we are going to have alone time. The third part is to have Rowley drink some sort of liquid, but it has to have some sleeping pills in it. And the last part is when he falls asleep, me, Bryce, and his friends beat the crap out of him. This plan couldn't fail. Saturday, day of the party. About a week later, I invited Rowley to Bryce's. It was a little strange though, because when I gave Rowley the invitation, he sorta did this weird chuckle. More like it sounded as if he was choking on a marshmallow. Anyway, I arrived at the party before Rowley, and let's just say that I wanted to bleach my eyes. I want to die. What is Rowley wearing? Seriously, what is he wearing? I don't know what that is. Did he like bulk up in like a couple of days? Why is he built like that? He's built like a marshmallow. What? Instead of choking on one, he is the marshmallow. What is going on? After about 15 seconds of awkward silence, Rowley pointed up. He was pointing up at a mistletoe. Then he yelled at me and said, "Kiss me." It was really embarrassing. Some people even looked at me. I didn't know what to say, but I saw a bathroom over Rowley's shoulder. So I pushed past him and said that I had to go. At least I could occupy myself for a few minutes away from that psychopath. I sat in the bathroom for a few minutes, mostly just washing my face. That's when I heard someone walking towards the bathroom. I panicked and I looked at the door and I forgot to lock it. So I immediately jumped into the bathtub and shut the curtains. When they came in, I peeked outside and I saw Holly. I asked her what she was doing in here and she asked me the same thing. I told Holly that I was just freshening up and she got a suspicious look on her face and ran out. I didn't want to waste any time anymore, so I began the plan. I got out of the bathroom and found Bryce. He gave me a wine glass and put some sleeping pills in it and stirred it up. Then all I had to do was find Rowley. I found Rowley standing by Holly and Holly was talking to him. She was probably telling him what happened with her and me in the bathroom, so I immediately ran over. When I got there, Holly walked away and I asked Rowley if he wanted to have 7 minutes in heaven with me in the closet. He immediately said yes and we walked to the closet before anyone saw us. He also brought a candle, but I guess that didn't matter. "Let's get started, Greg." I frantically told him to hold his horses and he stopped. I asked him if he wanted to raise a toast and he said he guessed we should. A toast to, love? I gave the wine glass to Rowley, offering him the first drink. He looked hesitant at first, but then grabbed it. Then he shoved the drink down my throat. Oh! Sunday, I woke up coughing and out of breath. Bryce was standing over me, slapping me awake. I asked him what was going on and he said he saw Rowley walk out of the closet and smoke was flying out. Everyone ran out of the house and Bryce dragged me out there. Bryce's house was on fire. It was probably that candle Rowley brought in with us. Anyway, we got out of there. Someone called the fire department, so they came straight away. I can't believe Greg just got violated in that closet. I really don't want to, know any of the details on what went down in there because, damn. I know damn well Rowley got more than 7 minutes of heaven in there. Damn. I got out of there before anyone saw me because I didn't want to get in trouble. And how was I supposed to explain what happened? So yeah, basically I lured this fat kid into a closet with me so I can pretend I was gonna make out with him, but actually put him to sleep so me and these other kids can beat the ever-living crap out of him. The only thing I had on my mind was how did Rowley know I was going to do something to him? Until I remembered Holly. She probably told him to watch out for something after she saw me acting weird in the washroom. If I can say one thing to Bryce after this whole thing, it would be Merry Christmas, I guess. January. I guess you can say that my Christmas was really lonely. It was just me, Manny, and my presents. It's really sad that my brother wasn't there. I didn't even get that many presents. Maybe if you hadn't tied a noose around your brother's neck, you'd get more. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We didn't. That wasn't even in the story. She's making that up. Christmas is supposed to be about family and friends, but I didn't get any of that. Speaking of friends, I never heard from Bryce after his house burned down. He must have left town. Fortunately, something good did happen. Rodrick came home from the hospital with his arm good as new, just in time for New Year's. Manny wasn't there though. I don't know what he was doing. I guess things are looking up for me now. Rodrick made me feel better. I even caught him up on the whole Rowley situation. He said if I needed anything, I could come to him. Monday, something really cool happened recently. That guy Brian Little, the kid who makes wacky dog comics, died in that fire at Bryce Anderson's. Died in the fire and you're saying it's cool? Okay. So now there's an opening in the school newspaper. I could totally win that. Brian's wacky dog comic was trash anyways. Sometimes the jokes didn't even make sense. Hey wacky dog, say something funny. Okay. Life is a bottomless, empty black hole. One day the sun will explode and take the entire human race with it, deeming everything we do meaningless. Okay. What? All I need to do is crack out some pens and some paper. How hard could a comic be? Alright, there we are. Page 60. So, that's gonna do it for this part. In the second part, we're gonna finish up this story. We're gonna be reading 90 pages, so that part is gonna be really long. But I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the first part of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Breaking Point. A couple different things happened, you know. Rowley died just for him not to die and come back. Manny has a weird giraffe neck, and Rodrick got his arm snapped like a twig. And Greg also got violated by Rowley in the closet, which no, I'm not talking about that anymore. But yeah, I mean, I hope all you guys enjoyed, and I know it's been quite a while. It's my fault with school, everything, and hopefully the next part of The Breaking Point comes out about a week after this story comes out. And yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope all you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Diary of a Wimpy Kid fanfiction stories. That's it for me, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.